Hi friends, it's Mari from Mari Haraya Archives, and today we're going to do something super fun. It's something that I have been working on or preparing myself. Like I had mentioned, for 2026, we are starting a new habit. Since we got the journaling habit down, I feel confident moving forward to hone in my skills when it comes to drawing, which I am way excited. And so today I wanted to share how I'm going to be using the Superior Labor utility toolbox, tool pouch. I forgot what it's called. I'll pop it up on the screen, the official name of this thing, but I haven't used this in 2 or 3 years because of the fact that I do like to journal at home. And so I don't have like a need to pack anything because I don't journal anywhere else. And so if you hear some background noise, it's my dryer going off. So, but anyways, I haven't used this in several years actually, and so it's just been kind of sitting on my shelf. And as I was preparing for my new habit for 2026, my drawing habit, um, I decided to pack I decided that I needed like a little art kit for myself because even though I can foresee me drawing a lot, it's gonna be not in the studio most of the time. It could be like on my couch, upstairs in my bedroom. And so I wanted to create a little art kit. And so I figured this would be the perfect art kit for me. I had other options, but I felt like this was the best um, option to do a little art kit. Okay, so I wanted to share a couple of things like how I packed it, what I packed inside it, and then go from there. Now, um, I'm not like a professional drawer. I dabbled with drawing here and there over the years, and so I haven't really found like what my favorites or what really works for me. As far as when it comes to drawing, watercoloring, I'm still in the experimenting phase. Now I do have a lot of uh, markers and watercolors and brushes and all that stuff. I have all of that, but I am still in the process of figuring out like what my toolkit is and what I like to use to draw. So this is a start, and like I had mentioned, it's preparing for 2026, just so I could give myself a better head start. So I'll show you what I actually packed with. It was actually kind of hard to pick, like the pens or the pencils and like what I should include in my toolkit. Obviously, as the days go by, as I do this more and more, um, it'll get a little bit more curated and honed in. But for now, this is what I'm packing. So this is what I'm packing. Okay, so before we get into that, I just wanted to share a couple of drawing books that I picked up that because I love books. But I have a few drawing books that I purchased over the past, and I shared it on the channel before, I believe. I'll link the video up top of that. But I did end up grabbing a few books. I got this, the artist's drawing book. I haven't looked through it quite yet, but it had good reviews, and so I picked that up. And then this one right here, I actually started reading this, and I quite enjoy the style. This is more of what I am very interested in, like everyday life kind of drawings, and I really enjoy this style. And so I'm really enjoying this book, as it really does resonate with me. But this is one of the books that I've been kind of reading and just kind of reading the story about how this person got into drawing, and then yeah. So this is another book. I did grab a few more. just in case, because I know my son is also interested in drawing, and so I got a few more to see like how to draw quick sketches, because eventually I want to push myself. One of my goals is to be able to kind of sketch while I'm out and about. I mean, I don't really go to like coffee houses. I don't drink coffee or anything, but like when I do go out, I want to be able to sketch something. Um, so that's one of my goals. So I picked this up, and then just a few: the drawing habit, painting calm, because I'm still trying to learn the art of watercolor, and this book as well. Now, this one I actually found her on Instagram, and I loved the way she draws, and so I picked up her book, and so I'm very excited to go through this book as well. So a few art books that I picked up. I'm very excited. Like I said, I am really excited to start this drawing habit. Um, I had tried over the years, but it kind of never stuck. But I feel like I'm in a better place, and I can start that. Okay, so let's see. Let's go get into this one. Now, these are actually sketchbooks of mine that was in the running of what I was going to use to start sketching every day. Now, I decided to hold off on these because I really, really love these art books. I love the paper in it. This is from Peg and all. And I kind of want to hold off. I'm going to use this. I don't want this to be my first practice one. So I have other ones I'm going to use. But I do like drawing small on small spaces. And so that's the reason why my sketchbooks that I've chosen are quite small. It's just, I don't know, I love drawing small. And so I'm going to hold off on using this, and I will wait till maybe like once I'm done with the sketchbooks in here and I have a few miles in, then I will feel confident in marking these up. So that is why I had brought this out, so I could show you guys. Okay, so let's get into this tool pouch. And the first thing that you'll see are the two sketchbooks that I decided to use this year, or for the start. I guess let's get into this one first. So this one is a Moleskine sketchbook, or maybe a watercolor sketchbook, because I do markers in here and as well as watercolor, and it seems to hold. And I've already started. I started out with a few drawings of, this was our old house back in Utah, and so this is what I wanted to I don't know, I love drawing houses, and so I kind of started, as you can see, I love houses. So this is one of the most recent drawings that I did. I was just sitting down on the couch, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna start. I'm not gonna like not overthink it. And this is the first drawing that I actually did without like a reference photo. This was kind of more off of memory, because I remember one day I wasn't driving. My husband was driving, and I was sitting down, and I was looking out the window, and I noticed the what do you call these? The light lines right here, and I just thought it looked really cool. And so I kind of took a mental picture of it, and I just remember seeing like the old houses. Now the houses didn't look like this, obviously. I wish houses right now were so colorful. Right? Every time I like see houses, they're either like really dull colors, and I'm craving color. So, anyways, so I kind of just drew this photo off of memory, and then kind of did it in my own perspective, made it kind of fun. Um, and it took me like a good hour. The little lines, the light lines, it was hard for me to figure out the where it would look like it was getting further and further away from me. But I actually quite enjoyed drawing this, and then drawing these houses. I started out with just lines, right? And then I just ended up putting more details towards the end. And then this was the car because there was a car in front of us. This was supposed to be the back, but it kind of looks like the front. And so I'm like, you know what? This is good because then it's kind of like a conversation starter. Is it coming or is it going? And so I thought that was really cute. So this was super fun to draw. So this kind of got it started again. I'm like, yes, I could do it. And then I started drawing a little bit more. And then I got to I got these Trader Joe hand serums and cream. And so I was like, you know, let me draw how it would look. And I thought it's super cute. So this is going to be my notebook for watercolor sketches. That's the reason why I have two, because I do want to just do line drawings with just a pen. That's something that I really am interested in. And then later on, probably putting color in it. But I just want to focus on just sketching. So, but from time to time, I will have the urge to bust out the watercolor. So this is what I'm using. And then this one I'm super excited about because you guys might notice or recognize this. This is the traveler's notebook that I cut down to house my A7, my MD A7 notebook. And so for sketching, I decided that I'm going to use the A7 MD notebook. So this is the cover that I'm using it for. I haven't started it, but I did decorate it a little bit, just kind of added stickers to it. And then I will start doing my line drawings with just pen, pencil, and lines. And that's pretty much it. And this is where I'm going to be practicing my sketches. And I feel like this is a great size for me because, like I had mentioned, I do like drawing a little bit smaller. And so, and plus it's a good excuse to use this notebook, because I love it so much, because I use it for my grocery list and to-do list. And so I'm only in that notebook like once a week. And so this allows me to be in this notebook daily. So I'm excited to use this. So it's going to be like my sketch journal. So I feel like I'm going to be drawing and possibly journaling about what I'm feeling about the sketches and so forth. So yes, I am looking forward to doing this. Now I just have it connected with this little bull clip and it's fine. So and I still have the ability to use it as a traveler's notebook as well, but this is enough. And I just like it. I just love it. So I'm excited to fill this up. Hopefully maybe this week or today or tomorrow, because the kids are on winter break, I will have time to start sketching. So that is my goal for today, is to get at least an entry in and just get it started. So that is that. Okay, now this is where I'm like trying to figure out what pens and pencils, and I kind of have everything in there, and I know as it goes through, as I go through this habit, that I will figure out what pens and pencils and markers and so forth will work for me. So for now, this is what we have. Let's go with this one because I don't have very many items in here, but what I do have, I just have this. Now I don't even know if I need this, but I want to keep it close by. And this is just the lead refills for the mechanical pencils that I'm using, because I do love using a mechanical pencil when I draw. Just because it's just easier for me when drawing. I don't have to worry about sharpening it when it gets dull and all that stuff. And I just prefer it that way. And so I just have a couple of different sizes that I have. But see, I guess I kind of know a little bit of my preference when it comes to drawing. So I'm not a total newbie, but I'm like a newbie plus one. Okay, so I just have a couple of sizes. I have the 0.5, and then I have the 3.38 as well, or 0.3. And then I also have this one. I've never used it, but it's a colored, you guys can see it's a colored one. So I have that in there. And then I have a couple of erasers that I do enjoy using. Where is it? I do love these Milan erasers. I have actually two of these. I actually have a few, but these are the ones that I've been using. I usually keep this on my desk, but I'm going to put this in my little art pack because I like the edges. It helps when erasing and to get into those little fine details. So I love this little triangle eraser. And I do have this one. This one I've used quite a lot. And then this is a new addition. I don't know why I've never used it, but it's the Blackwing one. So I went ahead and put it in there so I can try. Now I don't have Blackwing pencils in here, which is, I love using Blackwing pencils, but they're so tall it doesn't fit in there. I do have one that I've been using, but it's not, if I can maybe keep using it and then when it gets to like right here, it'll fit, but it's okay. But I have these erasers in there. And then I also have a small watercolor palette. This is the Travelers Company one when they first came out with this, and I've used it a few times. And so I have some watercolor in there and then the colors. So now the one thing that I don't have in here is actually, I wanted to put it in there, but it doesn't fit. And it's these right here. It's the watercolor brush. It's too long, so I went ahead and placed an order. I found a mini one, a mini portable one, so that'll fit in here. So that's in the mail, so I'm waiting for that to come in, but I will have like a little tiny watercolor brush when, you know, to keep in my little kit. And then that's pretty much it that I have on this side. Now on this side is where I keep all my pens. And currently what I have is I have all my micron pens. I have all the sizes because I haven't figured out what size I like to use. And so, but I have used this in the past, but I haven't figured out which size is the one that I use the most. So I have all of the sizes. So this is how it looks. And you can actually get these in a pack. I highly recommend Amazon just because they're a lot more affordable. I tried buying this at a local supply shop and they were expensive. I was like, wait, hold on. And as much as I want to support local, sometimes my wallet does not allow it. So anyway, so I did buy, or I didn't buy, but I've had this for a while. But I did actually buy another set in case this runs out because I've had this for so long and I've used it so many times. So just in case, I prepared myself. And then I also have these two because I still can't figure out which kind of markers. Now this says that it's, you know, water and fade proof. And so these are the Uni Pen fine liners. It says water and fade proof. So we shall see. But I do have it in two sizes. So, and then, and I do have one ink pen. It's the Sarasso Nano in the 0.38. I do like writing in this, and so I haven't used this for drawing, so we shall see. I'm still trying to use the pencils because I don't feel like I am good enough to just put pen directly on paper right away. I feel like I need the option to erase because I make so many mistakes. So, but I do have that in there. And then I have a brush pen. This is the Sailor brush pen, which I love. And so just in case I needed one, I just went ahead and grabbed it. It is dual-sided. So that's in there. And then this is where I couldn't figure out what kind of pencils to use because I like all my pencils. And so what I ended up using or adding in there, this is, oh my gosh, I can't remember the brand of this. I bought this back in 2018. But it's a full brass pencil. I got it in with my initials and I love this pen. So I wanted to keep that in there. And I do love using the Pentel P205. It's 0.5 mm. So this is one that I love using as well to draw. And this is actually a new edition. I purchased this from Yoseka. What is this pen? Oh, here it is. It is the Tombow Monograph. You can see it. No, you can't see it. But I thought this was a beautiful pencil. And Recently I just found out that Jet Pens, this is their top stationery, is it top 2025 stationery finds, which was one of these, and I had purchased it and I was like, oh cool. So basically you can, the lead comes out if you just shake it, which is cool, and it clicks from here. But so this is going to be the first time for me to use it, so I'm excited to try that out. So yeah, I mean, and that's pretty much it that I have in there. And like I had mentioned, hopefully, obviously, once, you know, I get used to drawing and doing all this stuff, that I can hone in on the supplies to start this drawing habit. And yeah, and then if you've noticed something right here on the side, my goal for today is to actually wash my fountain pens. It's gonna be a fountain pen spa day because I want to prepare my fountain pens for 2026 because I want to start using my fountain pens, and I like to, and I have to swatch a couple of new inks that I got before 2026 because we are going on a no buy. But this is what I use for my swatching, and I just recently added this one. It's the one that doesn't like come out, and I wanted that as well so I can kind of journal with that. And so I'm looking forward to utilizing those. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Like I mentioned, I'm just right now, I'm in preparation mode for 2026, and I'm super excited to get this ball rolling. Now, like I mentioned, I started it already because I want to give myself a head start. But I am really excited about this little art kit that I made for myself, and I absolutely love this little tool pouch. I'm glad I didn't sell it because I actually almost sold it because I wasn't using it, and so I felt bad. I was like, oh man. And there are some TSL items that I actually sold because I wasn't using it, and I kind of regret it. I'm like, oh man, I wish I had that. But it's all good. It works out. So yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short video. I just wanted to come on, share with you what's been brewing in the last couple of, I guess, weeks. Now, you've probably mentioned I haven't been doing Vlogmas. That's because, like, as much as I wanted to do it, it's kind of hard for me to be present and film for YouTube. So I just stopped because I didn't want that kind of pressure, and I wanted to be present in the moment. And so I just stopped. But probably in my next video, I'll go over the things that we've done and share with you like the different activities that we did do for our advent calendar and so forth. But that's the reason why you haven't seen any Vlogmas. It's just, it's not for me. I tried, but it's just not for me. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little short video, and I hope you guys are staying warm or cool depending on where you're at. And thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.